Voices from the darkness. First-hand accounts of demonic possession. Content warning. The following accounts contain disturbing descriptions of supernatural events as documented by witnesses. The Eklund Terror, 1928. From the Journal of Sister Mary Eugenia, Franciscan sister at St. Joseph's Convent, Erling, Iowa, August 18, 1928. What we witness today defies all earthly explanation. Anna's exorcism began at dawn. The moment Father Riesinger started the ritual, she went rigid. Her eyes, God help me, her eyes turned completely white. The girl began to speak in what Father later identified as ancient Aramaic, though Anna has never studied a day of it in her life. What haunts me most was the smell, like rotting flesh and sulfur. It would appear suddenly, overwhelming us, then vanish just as quickly. During one session, I saw Anna's body rise 3 feet above the bed, suspended in midair for nearly 5 minutes. No tricks, no devices, just her body floating as if held by invisible hands. August 25, 1928. 3 more sisters have asked to be relieved of their duties in the exorcism chamber. Anna's strength is impossible. Yesterday, she broke free of her restraints, thick leather straps that would normally hold a grown man, and threw Brother Edmund across the room with one hand. Brother Edmund weighs over 200 pounds. The girl weighs barely 100. What terrifies us most are the voices, not just one, but many, speaking simultaneously through her. They know things, terrible things. She told Father Riesinger about his mother's death 15 years ago, details only he could have known. She spoke of my own secret sins, things I've never confessed to another soul. From Father Theophilus Riesinger's official report, during the final week, the entity speaking through Anna revealed itself as multiple demons. They would argue among themselves in various languages, Latin, German, and what linguistic experts later identified as ancient Babylonian dialects. The girl's face would contort into expressions no human face should be capable of making. Her jaw would dislocate, allowing her mouth to open at impossible angles. The most disturbing incident occurred on day 21. Anna began vomiting objects, dozens of black nails, followed by pieces of broken glass and metal. Dr. Harrison, who was present, confirmed these objects were real and showed signs of advanced aging. The medical examination of Anna's throat afterward showed no signs of trauma or cuts that such expulsion should have caused. The Knapp Incident, 1671. Excerpts from Reverend Samuel Willard's personal diary, December 12, 1671. Elizabeth's affliction worsens. Today, in the presence of the entire household, she began speaking in perfect Hebrew, a language she has never learned. When confronted with scripture, she fell into a fit so violent that 4 men could barely restrain her. Her body bent backward until her head touched her feet, remaining in this impossible position for several minutes. December 17, 1671. The entity speaking through Elizabeth revealed events from my past that no living soul could know. She spoke of my private moments of doubt, of prayers uttered in complete solitude. Most disturbing was when she began reciting, word for word, a private conversation I had with my late wife on her deathbed. No one else was present for that exchange. December 24, 1671. The scratches appear without warning, deep bleeding gashes that form on her skin while we watch, as if carved by invisible claws. Tonight, we witnessed her crawl up the wall like some unholy spider, her body moving in ways that defied nature. When we tried to pull her down, her skin burned our hands as if touched by fire. Marta's Possession, 1990s. From Dr. Elena Rodriguez's clinical notes. Session 12. Patient exhibits extreme physical anomalies. During today's observation, room temperature dropped 20 degrees Celsius in seconds. Electronic equipment malfunctioned. Most notably, the security camera captured Marta speaking with my deceased brother's voice, including specific details of his last moments that were never made public. Session 15. Multiple witnesses present when Marta demonstrated telekinetic abilities. Objects, including a 50-kilo filing cabinet, moved across the room without physical contact. Most disturbing was her ability to accurately reveal private details about every person present, including events from their childhoods and unspoken thoughts. Father Fortea's official testimony, the entity speaking through Marta demonstrated knowledge that transcended human capability. She spoke of future events that later came to pass exactly as described. During one session, she began bleeding from her eyes while reciting texts from a rare 15th century manuscript that we later confirmed was locked away in Vatican archives. Texts that had never been digitized or made public. Julia's case, 2008. Dr. Richard Gallagher's medical records. The physical manifestations defy medical explanation. Julia's body temperature would fluctuate between hypothermic and dangerously febrile within minutes. During episodes, she demonstrated strength sufficient to break industrial restraints. Most inexplicably, she accurately predicted specific deaths and disasters, including details of a plane crash that occurred 3 days later. Multiple recording devices captured what audio experts confirmed was physically impossible. Her vocal cords producing distinct, simultaneous voices, each speaking different languages. Brain scans during these episodes showed patterns inconsistent with any known medical condition. The Taylor Horror, 1974. Statement from Father Michael Hughes, lead exorcist. What we witnessed during Michael Taylor's exorcism will haunt me until my dying day. The physical changes were beyond explanation. His face would transform, becoming almost reptilian. His skin would bubble and blister when touched by blessed objects, leaving marks that would heal instantly once the objects were removed. The entity speaking through him knew things, terrible things. It revealed secrets about each person present, things that would later drive 2 of our team to leave the priesthood entirely. The final session. I cannot bring myself to fully describe it. The levitation, the physical transformations, the voices. They broke something in our understanding of reality. What happened afterward, the violence. I believe we encountered something truly ancient and evil. Something that merely pretended to leave during the exorcism, only to exact a terrible price hours later. Verification protocols from the Church's current exorcism guidelines. Before any exorcism is authorized, multiple experts must document and verify specific signs, demonstrated knowledge of hidden information or future events, physical anomalies that defy medical explanation, extreme aversion to sacred objects with documented physical reactions, speaking in unlearned languages, verified by linguistic experts, supernatural physical abilities. Multiple witnesses must corroborate all phenomena. Complete medical and psychiatric evaluation must rule out natural causes. These accounts represent only a fraction of the documented evidence in each case. The Church maintains extensive files with witness statements, medical records, and physical evidence that continue to challenge our understanding of reality and the boundaries between the natural and supernatural worlds.